lane, Anda in the jungle, Saligo at mid, Bang and Afromu bottom lane and support with Coach Prawley.
And selecting the red side, it is FlyQuest. In the top lane, Viper. In the jungle, Santorin. In mid lane, Pobelter. In bottom lane, Wild Turtle. In support, JJ. And on stage, coaches Invert and Cop.
Second, first across this board here. The guy's been putting up some incredible numbers here for his team, but as you said, it's not like 100 Thieves is just exploding as soon as they hit the Rift. They've had a lot of really solid early games. It just seems like closing is a real issue for this squad.
A lot of praise, and we'll see how he gets some early game power down, because he has a lot of options here with the rest of these matchups. Aatrox on the top side, LeBlanc in mid lane, Zyrakan on bottom side. I feel like FlyQuest just have all the early game doors open.
And remember, we saw the Aatrox versus Vladimir matchup just last game.
You give over money to Bang to fund that double tier build, to get that Ezreal going. Or the Zoe to the point where she has the AP to come through with the one-shots, Sleepy Trouble bubbles start flying around, then it can be very devastating. So I feel like there is a lot of pressure on the early game team to execute in situations like this.
Got the big fans in the audience here today, but Afromu knocked up into the air. They're going to be losing a lot of HP really quick. They're following that one up, and the feathers fly, and that is FlyQuest grabbing themselves first blood, not even 2 minutes in.
He flew 2,000 miles to see the first.
Santorin did. Turtle and JJ going in for the 2 versus 2 yet again. Bang, the one who's going to be taking some damage now. Very low mana here on the Ezreal means he can't do a lot to fight back. Jungler's now here waiting around. Who's going to bait who? They see the Rek'Sai on a ward. Santorin, they know that he's coming. 100 Thieves know what's going on, but Saligo pops the cleanse to get him out of really nothing. Santorin going to be taken very low now. Knocks him up into the air, barely getting himself away. The root is down. The Sleepy Trouble bubble not going to put anybody to sleep just yet. And Honda will run him through with the spear. Oh, man, that bait right there, that is just playing with fire. He was on a mid-game where they feel so much safer. Bottom side, though, Turtle and JJ still playing aggressively. Oh, JJ goes in, gets the flash out of Bang, and there go the feathers. The root onto 2 means Bang and Afro are both taking some damage. Great synergy there between Turtle and JJ. They go in, and Rakan now, the vision is given over by the flag, but that's just going to give you the Dragon Timer, because nobody's going in to contest it. And that will be Mounted Drake for FlyQuest. Easy take there for the side of FlyQuest, as Pobelter does a good job getting himself away from the Sleepy Trouble bubble with some quick feet, but Saligo getting the redemption drop there from the minions means he can heal up a little bit afterwards and make sure the trade there are some wards placed down by FlyQuest in the enemy jungle, but the big concern right now for the side of 100 Thieves is the fact that this bottom lane turret has nearly been taken down. Turtle and JJ have collected themselves 4 plates worth of money from this. That's 2 bonus kills worth of gold. Yep, that's what the 4 members into the red buff steal here. Will 100 Thieves go for the smite fight? All right, who's got the smite? Ready to go. JJ looking to find this fight. Goes for the knockoff, able to find 1 kill instantly. Afromu already dead. Anda gonna be in some trouble here. Next, out comes the ulti coming through from the Rek'Sai. Drowsy now onto JJ, making sure he takes a nap. But it's Pobelter making sure Anda goes down next. Saligo over the wall with the flash. JJ wants to follow that one up. Immediately gets himself back over the wall. Wild Turtle is going for the 1v1 against Bang. Won't be able to seal the deal, but does get the flash out of the enemy AD carry. Still a 2 for 0 there for Fly. Yeah, 100 Thieves, excuse me. As Saligo finally gets his Sleepy Trouble bubble. And that's a nap that is going to be hard for Pobelter to wake up from. Down to 40% HP just from one of those empowered powers. Here with the extra stopwatch activation. Oh! Pobelter's saying, all right, you want to contest the Drake, you got to do it with 10% HP. It's a death wish now. And the combo that comes through with these distortions. All right, Shelly Headbutt takes down a tier 1. Pobelter getting the chains off onto Anda. Also want to point out, I really like the second item choice here from Pobelter and the Banshee's Veil on the LeBlanc, making it so when he jumps into trade. Bottom lane, this might be it. FlyQuest now. Pobelter nearly killing Afromu there, taking him down to 25%. That should be the green light here for FlyQuest. Again, it is so difficult to deal with the mobility of a LeBlanc if you don't have point-and-click CC. Pobelter here with the 30 HP here in top side. Pobelter continuing that pressure. JJ, it's funny, the supports only level 9 and level 10 of this game, but solo laners are starting to hit level 16. Big. 2-shot barrage, finding its way onto Wild Turtle. He's going to be in some trouble now. Goes into the Feather Storm, keeping himself alive, but he goes to sleep. Stasis isn't gonna do it, buddy. It's only buying a couple of seconds. Shut down over to Saligo.
Oh my goodness, goes to sleep up there in the ult. Because they have so many minion waves to push back out and kind of attend to. Oh, here we go.
Anda's going in real hard, but he's all alone. Tries to find some damage down to Wild Turtle. Someday gonna be rooted up there by the second part of the chain, but now they've started off the fight in a big way. They're gonna immediately pop Someday. Anda into the back buying some time, but the Stasis isn't gonna do a whole lot of anything. Full Belter keeping everybody else away. And Anda makes a crucial error, going in way too early without the T.
Something there was not communicated for 100 Thieves. They were not on the same page. Disjointed engagements. FlyQuest are able to get the re-engage with Rakan finding the Vladimir kill right out of his pool. This Baron's now at 3,000 HP and it's going down.
Saligo trying to make the plays happen, but it is not going to be here today. And yes, Kobe, I want to applaud JJ. A round of applause for this man. He recognizes as soon as that pool is ending and before Someday is able to pop the stasis on the hourglass, he charms him, knocks him up into the air, and makes this fight go the way of flying.
Yeah, here's another look. Anda does go in. He wants to engage on Wild Turtle, who he knows has nothing left for defensive options, but there's no damage behind him there. JJ goes in after Someday got chunked out in a bad spot and had to use the pool. JJ uses that Rakan speed that we've been hyping up the whole game to find himself with the ultimate on, so you get instant. Meanwhile, bottom side, Belter.
Belter could be in some trouble here. Still very slippery on the LeBlanc, so not enough lockdown on the side of Afromu and Someday to actually grab any sort of a kill. As Belter's now feeling good, jumping forward, jumping out of the way of the money bag, and
Threatening a dive with Aatrox's ultimate, with
they're able to find some damage, and there goes the kill. It's Someday cashing in, getting some revenge onto JJ.
All right, that's going to do it. That will buy 100 Thieves time. That's exactly what they needed. And Turtle takes mid inhibitor.
Viper continuing to pressure here in the top side. Turtle looking for the last couple of shots onto that inhibitor. It is down. Inhibitor turret down in the bottom side as well. 100 Thieves will try to hang on for dear life, but FlyQuest looks like an avalanche at this point. Very difficult to do anything here to the squad. Turtle having to pop the ulti there on the Xayah. At least that's not available any longer. 100 Thieves could see that as the opportunity to maybe go in here. Both summoner spells also available on Turtle, making it hard to complete that dive, complete that all in. Saligo firing off some paddle stars, not getting the damage he's looking for just yet. Belter jumping in here yet again. Viper taking down the blue inhibitor there at the top side. One more inhibitor to go. Belter says no, sir.
Double super minions from all lanes are coming to attack the Nexus turrets. FlyQuest have them surrounded.
FlyQuest pushing in. Super minions in all three lanes. Nexus turrets under fire. When can you even go in for the side of 100 Thieves? Vlad's got that empowered Q ready to go. Pops that one off. Continuing to channel the tides of blood, trying to get rid of these minions. FlyQuest isn't even having to hit the turrets themselves. The super minions are doing all the work. 100 Thieves will repel the attack for now. Belter manages to make sure that final Nexus turret goes down. And now only one structure stands for the side of 100 Thieves. Saligo takes a little bit of damage there, returns something back onto Santorin. Belter continues jumping in back and forth whenever we can. Infernal Chain's not going to do a whole lot just yet, but JJ's going in, looking to find the taunts onto multiple people. They're already able to find the killing spree down onto Someday. Anda's going into the back line, but he's already going to be taken down by Wild Turtle. FlyQuest onto the Nexus, and they will waste no more time. It's a double kill over to Turtle. They'll pad their stats on the way out, and they'll take down 100 Thieves.
FlyQuest improved to 8-7. Fourth place for this team, looking very solidly inside the playoff race. And I'm excited to see what they will do in playoffs.
FlyQuest had that part where they were in a little bit of a slump halfway through the split, but again, they played a lot of the best teams in the league during that slump, and now that they're out of that, they've got back into form a little bit, they're back on these team comps that look very FlyQuesty, they're looking solid.
Seems like a very easy team to root for as well. A lot of likable players on their team that haven't had their own spotlight before. You know, putting together a lot of kind of these second string players together. But I have to say, they've been so underrated. Turtle and JJ as a bottom lane, as